Hello Internet, how are we doing? Good morning, my name is James Welsh. Today is now the 7th of June 2022 and this is a special update for the former F.A.O State Director who likes to, his experience in debunking FAOs. So he says that although the best explanation is that they are simply image anomalies caused by photography under very demanding conditions. End of story. Please get back to photography school. You did not learn enough. Good day. Well, Jim, told you to keep your powder dry. What do we have here? We have frame 66, but we'll come back to that later. Let's have a look here. Where are we? Oh, frame 59. What do we have here? Frame 59 again. Okay, we'll just cancel that and we'll just go to frame 58. No, we won't. We won't. We'll go to frame 57. I'll spend 1 minute on frame 57 with you, Jim. Keep your powder dry, mate. So this is for all you James Webb fans out there on the James Webb community page that are following this thread and this exchange. Now, this is a frame taken before the one with the entity in it. And we have evidence of a structured craft with windows and internal lighting here. Let's just have a look at it. 1 minute you're getting on this. So, frame beforehand. What do we have? Well, we have structured windows with internal lighting coming out of them at the bottom of the image. Over on the left hand side we have a second craft with an entity standing at a window, complete with the shadow of his head falling onto his torso. Also, between the barrel and the lower solar array there, you can see that there is a window. And that window arch, the curvature, can be seen continuing through the meshing. So there's something directly behind Hubble. Okay, can I make that clearer? We have evidence of it there, and we have evidence of it at the bottom of the image in the form of a big long row of windows with internal lighting coming out of them. And then we've got this wee alien over here. Alright, me man. So that's frame 57, Jim. So that was an indication that there was a solid physical craft up beside Discovery during this time, okay? And then we get this image down here, and this time last year I identified, thanks to my knowledge of photography, that these were windows with light escaping from them. And then it was noticed that there was light escaping out all the tops of these window arches. But light is prevented from escaping the majority of these areas. How can that be? That's usually down to an obstruction preventing the light from escaping. When you consider that these are windows and light is prevented from escaping from them, and this is a build up to the Hubble Space Telescope's redeployment, it made perfect sense that this was a crowd gathered looking out windows watching the redeployment operation. But then yeah, so MUFON doesn't impress me much at all. Useful as an ashtray on a motorbike. But this guy down here was identified, and whoopsie daisy. So we can see a head and we can see light at each side of the neck coming down onto his shoulder, and there is a torso there. So there's a head, neck and torso. That's kind of like evidence of a bipedal creature. Could be a human, could be an alien, but there is someone standing at that window, and all along that area there the light is obscured and prevented from escaping, and that's because there's an obstruction at that window, Jim. So photography 101, light and dark, that's what it's all about, mate. That is what photography is about. So don't try and kid yourself that you know better because you used to wear a sheriff badge, okay? So then we have this little entity, and this little entity complete with the nostril right at the back of his arrowhead there. You can see his wee nostril. See, aliens are quite, you can see them pick their nose. It's quite on. Just never be standing behind one when they sneeze. So yeah, this was what made me suddenly notify two of Scotland's top UFO researchers and authors, and not just UFO researchers but paranormal researchers, and got in touch with them, and I says, hey, I've identified a figure standing at structured windows with light prevented from escaping most of them, and there's multiple window arches indicating that there's multiple windows, but all these windows are obscured, all the lights are obscured because there's a crowd at them. And then I realised that the two at the top are on a higher up observation deck looking out, and it was now my intention, now that I'd identified these as entities, to get this mission frame cleaned up. So I did, and there is the result. That's the second result. I actually got them done before that, and I'm just trying to see if I can find them briefly. This is the second rendering that I got done to confirm or to check the there's no, the results of the first rendering. But then we jump to frame 59, because this is a biggie. This is a one where frame 58 was important, but frame 59 is even more important, Jim Mosley, because when I got the rendered copy back, I seen for the very first time in 10 years and identified the support bar and the reflection of this. Well, I knew what the support bar was, but I just realised that this is what this was reflected on the glass of the craft, was the support bar. And then as soon as I get the rendered copy and noticed this, I thought, I will go back and check on the original image. And there it is there, Jim. So there's the bad news for you, bud. I'm sorry to say it, but you were 100% wrong, and you should have kept your powder dry, like I told you. Now, this is obviously the fitting for the solar array seen here going into the barrel, and you can see here that it makes a V shape as it's reflected on the glass of the craft, and then you can see it continuing up to the left there. So Jim, I'm sorry, bud, but you're going to have to get up a lot earlier than me, and you now look like a complete idiot, because I have all the evidence. I have the correspondence between the freelancers. I have the backup with Scotland's top ufologists. No, you're just your wee badge exclusive boys club nonsense that you do. Take money off people and then talk nonsense. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a MUFON state director, the King of England, the Queen of fucking Sheba. The bottom line is that you were wrong, mate. And I'm sorry to say it, but kiss my arse. So I don't know what else to say really, but there is NASA frame STS 103-734-59, and we'll just refresh that there so you can see that it is nasa.gov, and there is the glass reflecting the support bar for the HST solar array. So Jim, like I say, you're going to have to get up a lot earlier, and insults just don't cut it, mate. As far as trolls go, you're not that good, so it doesn't help when you've not got the facts at hand, Jim, but I do. So you were wrong and I was right, and you've just shown up MUFON all over again. So this is the second time that MUFON have been embarrassed through big loudmouths that want to go, look, I've got a badge, I used to wear a badge, I used to be the top badge. It doesn't matter, mate. You were wrong. You made an assumption and it was the wrong one. So there's nothing wrong in that, you know. But when you start hitting it with go back to photography school, really. So I'll be showing this to MUFON as well, but I hear Jim Shorney was here, but I think, did he sack him or what? What was going on with him? Was he like just mouthed off at people before knowing the facts? So that's what you done there, Jim. So well done to you, mate. You know, look like an idiot in front of this whole community. Twat.